There we go. Just checking this spot. Hi. You want to come up here? Yeah, you want to come up too, don't you? Hey. Oh, hurry up. The other leg. Oh. No, don't bite me. Oh my gosh. Stop. Hello, this is Joe Everson with Thumbprint Photography, and today I'm going to be shooting some 120 Cinestill 50D in my medium format Pentax 645. Let's get to it. Two, one, right. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Yes. Right. Right there? Good, because I got some good Rembrandt lighting on this side now. Yeah, shifting this way just a little bit. Well, we could just hold 3, 2, 1. Alright, I'm gonna come in a little closer. You ready? Alright, this means a lot closer. You ready? 3, 2, 1. Spot. Oh, perfect. That's what I need. 3, 2, 1. That's 10. 5 more to go. All right, let's break it up. That old car's pretty smooth. Ready? 3, 2, 1. We're gonna take 2 shots here. Now I'm gonna focus on your face. 3, 2, 1. Oh, killed it. Well done, well done. Yep, this will be. Well, I got it on video with me like tripping over you, so that's cool. So in review, you may have noticed that the video was a little bit different in its style and its take, and I attribute that all to the fact that I decided to go with the Fusion 360. There's a reason sometimes why I'll bring the Fusion 360, and it has a lot to do with not being able to have someone else film me, or just not wanting to actually have to worry about the filming as much. A lot of times this really helps me with that. I enjoy the footage from it. It's not as high a quality as obviously a handheld X-T3 like I have right now. All I do is attach it right to the top of my camera, as you probably saw in some of the reflected shots. It did make the whole system pretty heavy, although the ergonomics to holding the side right here is really nice. And I just wrap it once or twice, and usually I'm pretty much good to go. The footage on the Fusion was really quite good, I thought, for what it does. Being able to zoom in and out and use different aspects to it, like roll and pan and the tilt. It was like operating an airplane, honestly, when I was editing it. So I ended up using some software that you have to look for a little bit. It's not just on their website because they've moved on to the Macs now, but you can find it. And I'll put those links in the description on the YouTube video. You'll notice that both SD cards pop up when you plug it into your system, and you have to edit both of those and stitch them together. So there's some software that GoPro came up with back in the day through Fusion that allowed you to stitch them together, and then you can choose what kind of focus point you want it to be on and what style of video is it for. You can get the Tiny Planet version, or you can get like a much more stabilized, normal looking shot, more or less. It still has that really action-y feel, and for an artist, it's I don't know, a lot of times it's not preferable from the angle of trying to create something very, very photographic. But I felt like this one, for its funness, as I make up words, to kind of put the two together, it actually kind of worked a little bit more than I thought. With that being said, I really enjoyed shooting with it. It did allow me to not have to think as much about the production of everything that was going on. In this case, I wanted to be pretty quick, and I also knew that I didn't want to blow through the 120 film as fast as I know I can when I get anxious about stuff and I just start firing off shots. I don't like getting into that mode. I've really been focusing in on trying to get everything on the front end of the shot done. Get the exposure right, get the model in the right position, look for those moments and try to capture them when they happen as quickly as possible, obviously, but also control the things I can control in the environment. Lighting, the speed, framework, composition of the shot is all really, really important. So overall though, I was very pleased. I shot with two lenses. I used the 45, which is an SMC Pentax A, I believe. Yep, it's a 2.8. And this really came in handy. I guess that adds up to being something like a 28mm lens, so it was pretty wide. I don't mind taking photos, especially portraits, in 35mm and lower sometimes. You do have to be careful. It can get very caricature-y and look a little bit too bubbly for some people. Not that that's wrong, just stylistically, a lot of people don't really tend to think of that as a great portrait lens, and I totally get why. I love, however, if I felt like I was getting too much of that, I would go to my 75mm right here, which is actually smaller, and I like that. It lightens up the camera quite a bit. The glass is really nice, and it's also a 2.8. It's really, really beautiful, and it worked out great for a couple of the more classic frame shots that I would take for portraits. So overall, it worked out really well to kind of use these two as a duo. It made it a lot of fun, and I think it worked out really great. Well, as some final thoughts, overall, I had a really good time shooting with the film. Would I buy it again? Totally. Definitely worth shooting with it. I think it was fun shooting at the lower ISO. The quality of the shots were great. Of course, I shot it on medium format, so all the scans were pretty high res, and I was able to crop things later if there was something I just didn't quite like. But overall, I want to be able to get better and better, and letting me do these videos really helps that a lot. Making it a part of my life to be able to do these walkthroughs is great. So if you have any questions or comments or things that you want me to try out, maybe, please leave it in the description, and I'm definitely going to take it on. I want to keep growing, and I love it a lot. So thank you so much for watching. If you do want to see more, obviously ring the bell. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you would, please, and thank you. This is Joe Everson signing off from Thumbprint Photography. I hope you have an awesome day. Keep shooting. I love you all, and have a wonderful day.